Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I am Jared Hencke, the MLS Coordinator at KAAR, and today I have a few tips and tricks for you for when you're using FlexMLS, RPR, and CRS.
Tip number one is how to customize a report in CRS. If you have ever used CRS to send a property report to a client and you found there's information on there that you don't want to include, you can actually change it in two places. The first one is as easy as hitting this little down arrow to hide that field. So any of these that I minimize will not appear on the property report. Let's go ahead and save one of those so we can see it without those two fields. And it jumps right into the general parcel information, and we've hidden those two fields. We can also upload a custom image. So if you want a picture of the front of the house to appear, you can use that and save it. And then when you're sending the report, your custom image will appear. If you don't want to have to minimize these every single time, if there's a certain style that you want to use time and again, to do that, you'll go to Profile and Settings, Property Report, and then you want to uncheck anything that you don't want to appear on the property report or check things that you do want to appear. Be sure to hit Save, and now every time that you email or save a property report, these features will appear. Tip number two is about the points of interest feature in RPR. I feel like it's been a while since we have gone over a map. So let's bring up a map and we'll say we're looking for properties in Lenore City. We'll go ahead and run that search. And here is our lovely map. Of course, we already know about the geographies and we already know about the nifty heat maps, but we haven't taken a look at points of interest yet. So if our client wants to be close to a library, the quickest way to do it is to click on the points of interest button, and we want to pick library, check that box for library, and we can hide this little sidebar, and now this gray dot has appeared on the map. If we zoom in a little bit, we'll get our little book icon for library. If we click on that, we can go ahead and do search for nearby listings. And now we'll get a quick search for listings within 1 mile of that library. If we pull up our map again, we can see where all those are located. We can hit POI again, select our library, and then there's our icon one more time. Tip number three is about custom pages in reports and RPR. So we are still in RPR, and in a video a few weeks ago, we touched on reports and how you can customize them. Today, I want to show you the custom pages feature. So we went to our reports tab and we're scrolling down, we're looking on the right. And of course, there's an area where you can put in your picture. I highly encourage everyone to put in their picture, but we are looking at Manage Custom Pages. So if we click on that, and if we have a particular piece of marketing that we're proud of, if we have a biography, customer testimonials, anything we want to add into report, this is what we'll do it. We'll hit the Add button. We'll pick the document we want to add in. We'll open it. We can choose whether or not the document should be at the beginning of a report or at the end. And we can view the page to make sure it's going to fit well. And now we can click Save. And then when we're running a report and we hit More Details, we'll have this Custom Page option. We can check and uncheck whether or not we want those custom pages to be sent out in this particular report. Tip number four is something quick and it's pretty easy to overlook in FlexMLS. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. We will pull up a listing and we'll go to our details tab, and the tip is about history. So normally what we expect to see in history is when it's been listed again, it is easy to overlook this plus button. So if we hit the plus button, we'll see a breakdown of all the changes that have occurred in FlexMLS for this listing. And we still have another plus button too. So this says status, which doesn't really tell us much. If we hit plus button, we'll see is a status change. The old value is pending, the new value is active, and we can see the date in which that occurred. Tip number 5 is about the portal invitation email that goes out and how to customize that. Most of us are familiar with the subscription email. So when we go to set up a subscription for a client, we get this screen, and here in the body of the email is where you can type in our message. Always keep in mind that whatever you put into the subscription email is what will be sent each time your client receives a subscription email. But we want to look at what goes out the very first time. So if we set up a new contact and we activate the portal for them, they get an invitation email with a quick little message that's automatically set up by FlexMLS, but you can change that. And to do that, you'll want to go under the menu, and we're looking under preferences, and we're looking for portal preferences. We'll want to find intro email, and here is where we can customize and change whatever the generic text that FlexMLS has already made. To wrap it up, if you are looking for more training on CRS data, there is the Help button in the top right of the CRS main page, and you'll have video tutorials and help topic documents that you can view. Also, we do have a lot of live stream classes coming up. So go to our website, kaarmls.com, to check out all the education opportunities in the future. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening, and keep an eye out for more tips and tricks in the future.